Hi, welcome everybody, and it is open for business. This is the live stream show on Facebook and YouTube where we talk to business owners, coaches, consultants, asking them what they're up to, whether they're open for business. We are in the UK. We have re-entered this crazy lockdown period. Goodness knows what will happen. I know what's a good idea. Today would be a great idea to have someone who's got an amazing mindset, who actually, the guest tonight, Jake Parton, his Facebook group, The Bulletproof Mindset, the official BPM, will be showing you that at some stage. Yeah, mindset is everything. He transforms minds, bodies, and bank accounts. So he's got to be a guy well worth listening to. So without further ado, I'm going to bring him on with us here, and hopefully he comes. Welcome, Jake. And yeah, I loved your tag title on Facebook. You change minds, bodies, and bank accounts.
Hello. Yes. That's I thought it was a nice little flow, but it's true. It's true. If you, it is true. All those areas, are. I think they all tie into one. A lot of people they focus on generating wealth throughout their life, and then unfortunately in the later years spend all their wealth trying to get generate their health back. So yeah. Why not be happy, healthy, and wealthy, right?
So sounds like a great idea to me. I wish someone had told me that years ago. I'm a little bit late to the party. So Jake, tell us, how did you actually get involved with it? How did you discover this great way of living?
Wow. So yeah, I'm from Birmingham. I average upbringing. My mum's a police officer. My dad works in a factory, and I basically followed in their footsteps. I didn't get any grades in school, but obviously we're taught. If you want to be successful, you want to go to school, get good grades, get a good paying job. I didn't get the good grades, so I sort of, wrote myself off there. I often joke around saying you can spell the word fudge with the grades that going to school. I had a good time. I was great at sports and things like that. So I wanted to do something physical, something fulfilling. So I joined the fire service. It was going to be police officer or fireman. I suppose like firemen get more respect, so that's literally why I joined. Good fun. And then got a job in the factory because basically just followed. We're not taught. I'm actually reading a chapter in Think and Grow Rich at the moment called Decision, and it's because we're not taught how to make decisions. We just tend to follow the follower, and that's what I just did that. Follow my dad. A few of my pals also worked at a factory, working at Jaguar Land Rover, so I just did that. But I got to 26, and it was when I heard The Strangest Secret on YouTube by Elle Nightingale. And it just really, it sort of like just woke me up, I've never heard anyone speak like that before. And I realized that he talks about the key to success and failure is the same thing. It's we become what we think about. And I realized up to that point that I created the life that I was living right now, meaning that I can actually change it in the future. So I just fell in love with the material. And then, I'm not too sure how far you want me to go with my story, but since I was 26, I'm 29 now. So since I was 26, I've just been as obsessed as I was with destructive habits. I'm now obsessed with constructive habits. Obsessed with, instead of playing sports and things, I'm constantly developing. I do like to train as well every single day, but I'm very engrossed in personal growth and the human mind and success.
Yeah, I know. I think that's brilliant, and it's amazing though that you stumbled across it, and it was so things haven't moved on from when I was a kid at school. Yeah, we weren't told anything like that. It was the same thing: go and get a good job, work till you're about to retire. And I think 1 in 3 people die about a couple of weeks after retirement. It's some crazy number like that. And yeah, but you just stumbled across it on YouTube. Hallelujah for YouTube. But it must have had a powerful impact. I mean, it's not something that you just change and people don't comment on, I would suggest.
Oh, it was crazy. I literally went from, if the old Jake had said yes, the new Jake could say no, sort of thing. Ridiculous, like extreme. Because I got to the point where I was very, very, very anxious and depressed. I was very self-conscious. I didn't know who I was. I let the outside world control how I felt all the time, because I didn't realize that we had, our reasoning faculty where we can actually choose our thoughts. I didn't realize that we had control of that. And I was just very, very down. And I got to a point of complete depression, hit literally rock bottom. And I just made that decision that, listen, I'm gonna become the best version of myself. And that's when I attracted The Strangest Secret, and then Think and Grow Rich, The Secret, Bob Proctor. And I'll be honest, people did call me crazy. Thought it's strange how I went from drinking, smoking, going out every weekend, partying, and people were okay with that. And then I started to eat healthy, train healthy, use amazing products, better my health, and people were worried about me.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't get it. I'm actually really happy now. You know what I mean?
I love the fact people worry about a healthy lifestyle, a healthy mind. It's like,
but it's understandable. It's understandable because it really was the extreme. My mentor often jokes around and calls me a goofball. So yeah.
Oh, now speaking of your mentor, you've got some very impressive mentors. Bob Proctor, one of the godfathers of The Secret and mindset work and science of getting rich. How did you get involved with him?
So first of all, I come across his seminar on YouTube. Like I said, I got obsessed with why people win, why people don't win, and his information was crazy, and I just fell in love with listening to it over and over and over. No music, literally for like 18 months. I was just all Bob Proctor. Got his books and stuff. And then I wanted to bring the attractiveness around to personal development. So I created a clothing line. I've actually got one of the hats on right now. It's called Proctor Clothing. It's called Proctor Clothing, and the vision was just to, it's not just a hat. It will come with a booklet. It'll come with some, you should be reading books. You should be writing out what you're grateful for. You should be, feeding your mind as much as you're feeding your body. That was, to bring the attractiveness around to personal growth. And then I decided I need to meet him. I'm not gonna be able to live with myself. He was 84 at the time. He's 86 now. I said, I'm not gonna be able to live with myself if I don't get the chance to meet him. So I emailed his company. And they come back to me and said, hey Jake, obviously to meet people about Bob Proctor, you're gonna have to invest into yourself. And when she told me the price, I had nowhere near that money. Put it this way, I had to remortgage my apartment in Coleshill, Birmingham, just to go out there, to meet Bob. But when I met him, I gave him my hats. I shook his hand. I said thank you for everything he's done. I told him that I'm going to match his achievements and challenge him at the grandstand, and pass him at the grandstand, which is what Napoleon Hill told Andrew Carnegie. And then I went to his home and met his wife, and that's when things started to really shape up, because I had jack of all trades, master of none, a few things on the go at that point, just trying to make it in any direction, just trying to change my results. The best thing to really put people's minds at ease who love and trust and respect you are by you actually creating some sort of tangible results. Unfortunately, people don't believe it until it's actually in your hand. So that was my goal. I wanted to just get results quick. But then when I attracted a conversation with his wife, I realized that she's got 27 years of experience within a platform where you help people set up multiple streams of income, leadership, mindset development, and it just fit in completely with my mission. And then I've done exactly what his wife's told me for the last 2.5 years, and that's led me now to obviously meet Bob a few times, speak on stage with him a few times. So it's been good, man.
Oh, that's amazing. And I love the fact, Jake, that you didn't just sit and wonder. This is the thing people need to realize is you also need to take, and I would call it inspired action. You emailed. You didn't think, oh, how do I do it? Oh, it's too difficult. No, you just went and found a way, and then to go and meet him and his wife, and that's great, because that then just has opened up this like a pathway that you can follow, and indeed that others can follow. You can bring others with you along the path.
Yeah, it's like there's you got got primarily like left-brained people, analytical people. You've got right-brained people who are like me, who are just like, listen, I'd rather ask for forgiveness than permission. I'm gonna fire then aim. Now it can be like it's good, but it can be quite harmful as well. Now I'm at a point where I am like that, and I'm grateful I've got that part of my personality. But I also now have got organization, which I never had before. And now I've got order. You know, I've got like I'm calculating versus just go. Who cares about the consequences? Let's go. So but that's something which Linda has instilled in me. That it's yes, okay, Jake. You got to see it to believe it. But let's figure out how we're going to get there, man. It's not just running. You've got to run with direction and yeah.
Yeah, it's a bit like having a ladder. What was it? The ladder of success. Having it up against the wrong wall, running up it as quick as you can, and realizing it's not the right one. But so that's really cool that you got that direction as well. So can I ask you, because we're going into this lockdown period, we've had this issue all year long, pretty much. There's going to be a lot of people obviously worried about their jobs, and a lot of people will be losing their jobs and looking to do something else. Is there anything that you could? Have you got any words of advice that you could give people thinking about going on and trying to work for themselves?
Yeah, I listened to a video today, and it talked about so there's a famous saying, where there's no vision, the people perish, right? And if you take away a job from someone and they've got no vision of how they want to live their life, that's when they feel insecure. They feel like literally they've lost everything, right? But the vision, when you have a vision of how you want to live your life, that's something that you can put security in. That you've got that. Oh no, that's my future. That's what motivation is. It's seeing yourself in a bright light. So the first thing I'd advise everyone, and I always say this, is you don't begin anything until you've got the end sorted. It's begin with the end in mind, right? You want to create what you want. If work out how much income that you want to be bringing in per month. Don't give any thought to how it's going to happen. Just say, listen, this is what I want. This is what I'm going to create. Now we're also moving into a side hustle economy. In the next 10 years, over 800 million jobs are going to be lost by automated, systems and robots, right? Yeah. So you want to be prepared versus repaired. One of the sayings in what we do is, if it's 2020, if you're not earning income from your smartphone, it's not a smartphone, right? But it's like anything. It's you've got to be those that are unwilling to learn are, nobody can help, but those that are determined to learn, nobody can stop. So you have to have that mindset of, listen, I don't know it all. I'm willing to learn. I'm willing to also change, because it's going to be, you're going to have to unlearn a lot of things about money, about business, because it's pretty emotional. But if you like, one of the first things Bob said to me was, Jake, if you ever want to be successful, the best bit of advice I'd give you is, if you see 9 people walking that way and 1 person walking that way, follow the 1 person. And that's very uncomfortable, because you're going against the grain. It's observe the masses, do the opposite. So what I will say is, keep your mind open. Open minds, open doors. Closed minds, closed doors. So keep. But yeah. So I mean, that's why I love what I do, because our industry is recession proof. In fact, during a pandemic, our income all rises, because the need for what we do goes up. As the recession comes up, so does the need for a secondary source of income from their smartphone.
Yeah, well, no, I saw on the news, not on the news, I saw in a bit of news this morning, the Bank of England have put another 150 billion into the economy. I don't know where this money comes from. It's all rather weird and wonderful. But you brought us on beautifully there. Then so what does working with you look like, Jake? How would people get to know and work with you?
Yeah, it's sort of like I was thinking about this morning when I was doing my cardio. It's sort of like it's like an academy.
Oh.
You're joining a network of people, and it's a school for entrepreneurs. The thing about what most people struggle with, and it's something which I've been battling with, well, not battling with, but sort of working my way through since the whole journey is, when you go to work, it's guaranteed money. You know, where if you could have a fallout with the wife the night before work, so you're going to work the next day and you're sort of keeping your head down. You're still going to get the same paycheck, or you're feeling a bit tired, so you don't really want to do much work today. You're still going to get the same paycheck, and it doesn't matter how hard you work. When someone else is determining your check, and you're trading time for money, you're not being paid by your value. You're being paid by the time you're putting in. So, as an entrepreneur, what we do is we teach people how to think like an entrepreneur, first of all. Like, so you become a part of the community, and I like to often say what you tune into, you turn into. What's entertaining you now is training you now. What's in view is what you'll do. So, first of all, surround yourself with the right people. I like to say the seed always reveals the quality of the soil. You hang around 5 smokers long enough, you're going to be that 6th one. You hang around 5 people that are building a business from their smartphone, helping people develop their health, their wealth, their mindset. You are going to be the 6th one over time. That's what happened with me, right? So what we do is we introduce you to the community, and then it's, as an entrepreneur, as business, guess what? You know, business is a monetary reward for solving a problem. That's what business is. It's a monetary reward for solving a problem. So we teach you how to solve problems. Basically, change up your conversation to earn some compensation. Most people haven't had a good day until they talk about a bad day. We teach you how to talk about solutions, and we show you how to build you as a person. Because we are all walking, talking billboards, and you deserve to live the life that you want to live. If you hang around me long enough, Nick, you're going to start to believe in yourself.
That's it. Look, my belief level's gone up already. You know, I've only known you 5 minutes. actually, joking aside, it's true. You posted something on Facebook just before we came on air. Maybe it might have been about an hour before. And it was about what were your goals for the 31st of December.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what? I sat here and I thought, you know what? I've not actually visioned just that next 2 months in any real way. So I just sat here and just did exactly what you said. I'm thinking, okay,
it's important. You know, it's every single week when I get into the habit of every Sunday. You know, what was the goal this week? What did we do? What did we hit it? Okay, cool. What's the goal for next week? What can we do differently? So what did we do good? What can we do differently?
Yeah, constantly review, because it's all, results. If results haven't done something, change them. That's it. Was it Einstein? The thingy of madness, definition of madness is doing the same thing and expecting a different result.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's it.
It's crazy. So that's great. And but how do people actually get to work with you? Is there a process they need to go through?
Yeah, so in social marketing, leadership marketing, relationship marketing, network marketing, whatever you want to call it, there's specific companies, and there's some sort of product, service, or an idea. I'll be honest, with regards to network marketing, the people that win in a big way, they focus more on building the network, building the community. There are loads of different products out there, but what I advise is finding something which you're probably already passionate about, something that you're already spending money on. And switching money from left pocket to right pocket. For the company that I'm a part of, I've always been into health and fitness. Like I said at this very, very start, health is wealth for me. So I like to invest into my health instead of spend money on. We sort of look at how much we spend on a grocery shop, and because of the amazing company that we're part with, we can literally switch money from left pocket to right pocket, but then build a community around that. So your network is your net worth. As you grow the amount of people that are in your network, and then you help them do the exact same thing. It brings in generational wealth, because as self-employed or working with someone else not in the 9 to 5 arena, you are the only person that's actually bringing in money. So when you stop, the money stops. Whereas in network marketing, social marketing, you get to duplicate yourself. It's word of mouth marketing. So you show 5 people, you help them show 5 people. Before you know it, you've got 3,000 people, all drinking the products, loving the environment, loving the education, loving being a part of the community, and that's way over a 6-figure income.
Yeah, it's that leverage, isn't it? It's
leverage.
Yeah. I think in the past I've likened it to almost like franchising, but without the phenomenal expensive franchising. Let's be honest.
It's exactly the same. That's basically what it is. I mean, what it used to be. It used to be, running around selling products, but now it's the case of, hey, listen, we've just connected on Facebook. Let's get you started. You want this? You want more mindset? Yes. You want better health? Yes. That's the worst that's going to happen. You want more income? Yes. I can teach you how to do that. Let's get you started. I haven't even met this person. The company ships it all out. You get a website. That's what I'm saying. It's like the perfect entrepreneur academy. Zero risk to get started and absolute no limits on your income.
Sounds fantastic. And guys watching, we've got various contact details for Jake running along the bottom. So reach out to him, because I think you've got to be honest. It's going to be worth a conversation, if nothing else. Now, also you've got the Facebook group, the Bulletproof Mindset, the official BPM. I was about to get my M and my P around the wrong way, and that's great. I love Facebook groups. How long have you had that group going?
I think I started like the end of last year. It was again just because that's who I am. It's my purpose to help as many. I want to help over 1 billion people. I want to touch the lives of over 1 billion people. I don't know how it's going to do that. I'm 29 years old. I know it's going to happen. But it's a community where people can jump in there. They can share their wins. They can get book recommendations. We go live in there. There's testimonies in there of how they joined this business or they joined the group. They got access to the information that they maybe jumped on one of the calls, and then you turn their life around. And you hear these stories all the time. So it's a community. My favorite quote is, the seed will always reveal the quality of the soil. So when you're around winners, you naturally become a winner. It's as simple as that. It really is. So the Facebook community was just basically for that. And then it's to sort of funnel people into an environment where it is full of like-minded people. It's non-judgmental, because when people get into this information, like we said earlier, the first people that judge you, unfortunately, is your friends and family. So it's a non-judgmental environment where you can post about what you want. You can be yourself. You can be who you are. And obviously, if you want to take a look at taking things further and really improving your results in different areas, but it's another conversation. It's up to you. Yeah,
and that's nice. Funny you mentioned about the friends and family being the people that would normally judge you, and I think they do it in probably with the best intentions.
Oh yeah,
at heart, because but hang on, you're not doing what is the social norm. So they just see all the worry and the fear for you, even you don't have it.
Of course, I'm reading one of Simon Sinek's books at the moment called Leaders. And he talks about going back to the very beginning of when we were cavemen, and we've got that survival instincts, and when someone's not cooperating with how that community operates, it makes them feel unsafe. And back in the day, the dangers were saber-toothed tigers, and but now it's just looking weird, looking different, because of how much the world's changed, and unfortunately opinions are now just as scary as saber-toothed tigers. Because of social media. Like the number one fear in the world is public speaking, which boils down to the number one fear in the world is the opinions of others. So that's, to me, personal growth is probably the most important subject on the planet Earth right now. It really is.
Yeah, and it's a message of hope, because we all control it in our minds.
If I can do it, anyone can do it. I know that for a fact.
Cool. For a fact. That's cool. Yeah. So have you within your group, have you got anyone have you got any people that you can say, oh, this person was super successful, or did actually? Yeah. I'll tell you, before we do that, just roll it back a bit, and apart from maybe friends and family questioning you, did you hit any challenges where you doubted yourself, or you just plowed through?
Oh, the doubts are always there. The doubts are always going to be there, and that's something which I've learned. Because Bob Proctor still doubts today. Oprah Winfrey still doubts today. Everyone still doubts, but it's because that's the paradigm, that's the conditioning. That's the conditioning. So you just have to realize that thoughts are everywhere, but we get to choose. We get to choose what thoughts we entertain. That's where affirmations come in. Whenever I hear you can't do that, you want to affirm, like, I am a champion, I am a winner, I am disciplined, I am productive. That's who I am. That's who I am. I like to say you can't, you know, it's the enemy, it's the inner me, the enemy.
Yeah.
So doubting's normal. And that's what, again, which, oh, well, I'm having too many doubts. It's no. Successful people feel the doubts and do it anyway. Like, courage is not the absence of fear. Courage is feeling the fear and going through it. When you face the fear, the death of fear is certain. So it's those fears, those doubts, they don't go away. But let me say this: the more you know about that, the reason why I've just said what I've just said is because all I do is put the right information into my mindset. If I was watching the news, you know, and I was hanging around scary Larrys, negative Nancy's, sour Steve's, you know, then those doubts and worries and fears would actually control my actions. Where I'm in complete control of my actions because I'm aware of who I am, what I am, more importantly, and who created me, and what's about to, and what we can do by setting goals and using our amazing imagination to create whatever we want in our lives.
Oh, I love that. And so, yeah, you must read a phenomenal amount, I'm guessing.
Yeah, every day.
every day. That's the thing. And also with the affirmations, was one of yours the I expect and experience miracles every single day?
Yeah.
I think that is a brilliant one, I have to say.
Mm-hmm.
And do you write them down just out of interest? Because I'm never totally sure. But so I'll write a couple of affirmations down about 30 times when I get up in the morning. Then I'll follow it up with writing a page worth of gratitude. Mm-hmm. And yeah, is there any what do you do the same sort of thing, or do you change it around a bit? Because it's like you don't want to get into just a habit where you're writing it but not actually thinking.
Yeah, of course. That's why it's good to like switch things up. Like, let's take today for example. I mean, I've got 22 affirmations on my bathroom mirror. You know, so as I'm brushing my teeth, I read every single affirmation. As I go to bed, I read so that's twice a day. I brush my teeth twice a day, so sometimes 3 times a day. And I'm reading those affirmations, right? So, and then I wake up in the morning. I've got my self-image script, which is like my goal, where I see myself. Maybe that's between 2 and 5 years. That one there, A4. I read the self-confidence formula from Think and Grow Rich every day. At the moment, I'm reading the chapter decision every single day. Obviously, I write out what I'm grateful for and my current goal as well. At the top, in present tense, I'm so happy and grateful now that I am. And then with regards to affirmations, I mean, it's something which is just, I've got like a voice looper app on my phone where I've recorded myself saying affirmations and I play it in my mind, and it keeps playing and playing and playing. Today, I've got, I just, if I have like maybe 5 or 10 minutes to myself, I'll ask myself, what's the most valuable thing I can do with my time right now? And I wrote out today just a big, again, my self-image. I just wrote it out in present tense. I wrote out loads of affirmations because I'm reconditioning my mind. And to most people, to the old me, that sounds crazy. That sounds crazy. Yeah. That sounds crazy. But now I'm looking back, thinking, wow, I used to use this time playing Candy Crush. I used to lie in bed till like the last possible minute and then get up. Now I'm up doing I do my half an hour cardio, I do my stretching, I do my meditation, I do my gratitude, I set my goals for the day, I've got my to-do list, and that's all before 6:30 in the morning. So it's like, wow. You change your habits will change your future. You just focus on changing your habits.
Yeah, I love that. That's so cool. And I wanted to pick up on something you said about, and actually you're writing your goals down, but in the present tense as if you've already got them. That's super important, isn't it?
Yeah, because it's all about being. You've got to be it. We never attract what we want. We always attract who we are. We're like a magnet, and you will attract to you who you are. So you want to be a living embodiment of that. That's why I've got my goal card on me, and I'm always reading my goal card. That's what Bob Proctor taught me. Carry the goal card, carry the goal card, carry the goal card. You've got to act as if, because you've got to think about, if this is what I want, what sort of person would live that life? What sort of standards would that person have? How would that person communicate? Yeah. How would that person make people feel? Then you need to start being as much as that person as you can today, and that's the goal. You can mentor yourself. You can put yourself into the future and say, what would future Jake do? Damn, I'll do it. I don't feel like working out today. What would future Jake do? God, I gotta do it. You know?
Yeah. Oh, I like that. Self-mentoring.
You can mentor yourself.
Oh, yeah, loving that. So thanks for covering that. So we're going to talk about we've got some success stories, so people you can tell us about that have come through and had great results.
Loads, yeah. There's so many. There's so many. I mean, one of them is my partner, Charlie. She, when I first met her, I actually met her on a Robert Kiyosaki property course.
All right.
And she was so shy, so shy. In fact, it's crazy. She actually approached me. We connected. Oh, my cat's here. We connected. She's a little
sweet.
And I introduced her to Bob Proctor, and she used to be so shy, like literally so shy. And now she's like, talking on Zoom calls with 100+ people. She spoke on stage in front of like 500 people. She's now quit her corporate job. She was working in London as an executive PA, so she was doing very well. But then obviously now she's building what I'm building full time, from home. So that's just one story. Her confidence is crazy. Her whole self image is just amazing. There's a girl in Australia who she knew nothing about anything about business, anything like that. She started in January 2020 with me, and I think it's about 5 or 6 months. 6 months later, she was earning an extra 500 to 1,000 a week in the business.
Wow.
Lost like half a stone. Using our system, using the products that we have, and obviously the mindset shift. That's the most important thing. But there's loads. There's so many. I mean,
that's a great thing, though, Jake, isn't it? That is super transformational, because a lot of people I know, they're big thinking, it takes ages to build a business, but no, not if you've got the right support.
Yeah, the right mentorship and the right system.
Yeah, because I remember I was interviewing a chap a couple of months ago, and I was saying when I first started my business, I felt I should know everything, and I saw if I had to ask a question, then it would seem like a weakness, when actually completely the reverse. It's you want everyone does help everyone else at the end of the day. So yeah, it's not a thing. So,
humility is the seed for power. The people that know it all most of the time have very little. And what I've realized is that the more people have, the more of a student they are. It's complete flip-flop reverse mentality to how I used to perceive success and how to think, etc. That's why I said it's less about learning, more about unlearning.
Wow.
Because one of the first things I look for is, are you coachable? Are you coachable?
Ah, right. That's interesting. Yeah. So how would you find out whether someone was coachable? Is that quite a quick thing to? Can you tell by someone's persona or?
Mm-hmm. I mainly look at the behavior. I don't really listen to too much. It's not that I don't listen. Obviously, you have to listen, but I don't take people's words for. They'll say, I'm really excited. I can't wait to do this. Amazing. I'll say, amazing. Just check out this video. Send me your notes in the next 24 hours. All right. And if they do that, okay, cool. So what's next? Okay, cool. Introduce me to your top 2 people that you want to be in business with. Give them another task, and then another task, and then every time that they don't do that, you've got to reevaluate. Shall I put some more time into this person or not? Because, and again, that's a sort of flip-flop mentality to how we're used to. Oh, well, you want to help everyone. I love what Jim Rohn says. He said, I tried to help everyone, even if it killed me. I almost died. So you have to value your time. And why would you? With me, I'm like, I respect my mentor's results. I actually want my mentor's results. So if I don't do what he says, I don't get it. It's like going and buying a diet plan and saying thank you for the diet plan. I'm now going to not use that. It doesn't make sense.
Yes. Oh, good point. Yeah. Or even just I'll do that bit, but I don't really fancy giving up X, Y, Z. I'll carry on doing it.
It's one of them. Yeah.
Oh wow, that's really cool. I love that, because also it's a little bit of, I guess it's a bit of matched effort as well, isn't it? So you don't mind helping someone if someone's actually trying to help themselves.
Of course, yeah.
As well. Oh, it's so cool. That's so cool. So, and so you touched it earlier, and I was asked a question of, you know, how do you see things going now with all this instability? I'm good with my words today, Jake. Sorry. With all this, I didn't want to say the bloody virus. That was the thing, but with all this uncertainty, got it in the end. Obviously, how do you see the business growing? And your business is probably going to grow exponentially anyway. But also, how do you see the future? What's the future for Jake? You touched a little bit about touching 1 billion people's lives, but yeah, how do you see your future in the next, I don't know, 10, 15 years, whatever?
Just growing. You know, you mentioned those success stories. I want more of those on a bigger scale. I want to be, you know, like I want to make the whole industry of network marketing the most attractive thing you'll ever see. I want to make personal growth, like, you know, you're not reading, you know. So like, I just want to become a living, breathing example of what entrepreneurship and personal development can bring. Really, I want to be the best version of myself. I want to. It's infinite growth. I want to be, you know, I often say we're God's highest form of creation. So I do want to become that. I often say as well that one day you're going to be introduced to yourself. You know, the person that you could have been. I want that person to be a twin, not a stranger.
Yeah.
You know, so like it's just ultimate growth, but to touch as many lives as possible. Really, it's to help people with their health, help people with their mindsets, and help people with their income, their secondary source of income, because money is important. It's not everything, but it definitely is important, especially on planet Earth. Let's be honest. Let's just be honest, right? So, it really is, and also, yeah, like just changing people's relationships to that as well. You know, because if money wasn't important, why would you trade all your time for it? That tells me that you value money over your time, and it's like no. Your time is so precious. What about your families? What about your memories? What about your hobbies? What about your passions? That's what money gives you. You know, like that's what time, freedom gives you. It gives you options. It gives you control. And I just love seeing a person come into this industry, and they just don't know anything. They're like a blank sheet. And I'm like, listen. You can either, you know, what you refuse to learn from people, you're gonna have to learn through pain. What you either learn from mistakes or mentors. Don't, you know, learn from my mistakes. Do this. And those are the people that have fast success.
Brilliant. Love it. Do you ever scare people off with your positivity?
Yeah. Sometimes I've learned, but again, that's a big leadership. Oh, I like what John Maxwell calls it. John Maxwell calls it a leader shift. Which I'm growing through. I mean, always growing through anyway. But previously I used to be like, yeah, man, you know, let's get you to 6 figures fast. You can have and do anything you want, and that's a bit overwhelming for some people. So that's why again it comes down to do this, and then I'll feed you some more. Do this. I'll feed you some more. Do this. I'll feed you some more. Do this. Because giving it all in one, it's like a big truth bomb. You know?
Yeah, and also I'm guessing with the potential income as well, because before someone's mind has been expanded, you know that to them, you know, an extra couple of £1,000 a month, that might just seem like an impossible leap as well, just because they're just not geared in that mindset. So you have to go gently to hit those. Yeah,
it's somewhat relatable, you know, like. For me, I love what Les Brown says. He says, earning $1 million was the easiest thing. Was the hardest thing Let me start again. Earning $1 million was the easiest thing I ever did. Believing I could earn $1 million was the hardest thing I ever did.
Oh, yeah.
So it's building that belief muscle. Let's get you to an extra 100 a week. Let's get you to an extra 200 a week, 500 a week, and let's stretch. And then what my mentor would do is he'd expose me to more gradually, expose me to more, and then the numbers, the conversation would change. And then as your results grow, that's why in what we do, we have certain conversations, certain WhatsApp groups that other people aren't in yet, because if they were in it, we call it eagle talk. You got eagle talk, you got chicken talk. So like, and you know, so it's just when the person's ready by taking action. Do you know what? Here's a little taster of what Eagle Talk sounds like. Here's a little taste of what. Let's talk real numbers now. You know, when I went to the Matrix, Bob Proctor's event, I met people that were earning 6 figures on a monthly base, and that was like 3 times my income annually on a monthly base. And when you meet people doing that, and then come back to your reality, it's sort of like going from a dirty car into a clean car and back into your car. I was like, yeah, I've met these people now. I can no longer accept what I'm doing. It's almost like a lack of respect for myself if I accept this now, because I've been exposed to more. So that trip out to Toronto was definitely very, very mind blowing for me and very emotional. And again, I often say as well, you know, you don't want what I want because you haven't saw what I've saw.
Yeah, gotcha. Yeah, you got to want what you want.
Yeah, you've got to, and that's, you surround yourself with people that are, you know, moving and grooving, I like to say, you know, making things happen, and then you'll start to, okay, cool, that's possible for me. Okay, cool. If you can, I might go for that too. I might go for that too. I might go for that too.
Yeah, that's it. It's just a belief, isn't it? It's just, you know, it's expanding those beliefs. Oh, Jake, it's been an absolute joy talking to you today. I have to say, it's been brilliant. But we've whizzed through our 45 minutes. So is there anything finally you want to share that you think that might help people along the way?
First of all, I want to say thank you for you for accepting, you know, having me on it, inviting me onto your show. I think you're doing an amazing job. The world needs more of this information, 100%. So keep that up, 100%. Anything you need, let me know. But for people, you know, really just think about. I often say, when you solve other people's problems, your problems dissolve. You know, so you want to focus on whose day can I make today. You know, like the chapter 14 in Science of Getting Rich, the impression of increase. That's really that's huge, because when you make someone else's day, your day gets made too. You know, so that's really what I'd focus on in the next 4 weeks in this craziness period. I'd really focus on not going inwards, but thinking, you know, set a goal, focus on, you know, putting the right information into your mind, all that exercising, but really, who can I help today? Who can I help? Who can I compliment? Who can I give something to? Who can I? And that's really the key, man. The secret to living is giving. Yeah,
I couldn't agree. Absolutely couldn't agree more. Couldn't agree more. Well, listen, Jake, if you just wait a couple of minutes, I'll just finish off the show, and we'll come back to you. There you go, guys. What can I say? We have guests, and then we have guests, and that was definitely a guest. So we got the contact details running along the bottom of the screen. Blue, do please get in contact with Jake. What an absolutely charming guy. If that doesn't get you motivated, get you wanting more, yeah, listen, if you're furloughed again, like my brother-in-law today, set a goal for the end. Do something. Just don't waste your time. So much more to give. We will see you again Tuesday at 4 o'clock as well. Take care.